Hello, this is BioEnchanted. I just want to talk about a scene that I find particularly interesting in The Little Mermaid, and one that's not really talked about that much, which is the scene in which she signs the contract, because there's quite a lot of very interesting expressions that go through her face that imply that she's not quite being scammed as badly as people expect her to have been. Like, everyone kind of assumes that she was taken for a ride by Ursula, and she is, but the way her facial expressions change seems to imply that she's fully aware of exactly how bad this decision is, but it's not but it's not something she cares about right now because of her primary expression in the moment of signing it. I'm going to go through these facial expressions in order, discussing what they mean and how they're affecting her decision in this moment. Shortly before this scene, of course, we already know that this is immediately basically after Triton has proven that she is not safe with him because he's gone on a massive rampage destroying her treasure cave, which is not a very smart thing to do for anyone, really. That's very toxic parenting to start with. So the first thing that really happens is when Ursula brings up the contract for the first time, her facial expression is, of course, one of surprise, like, oh, this has suddenly appeared in front of me, that's surprising and quite interesting. It's a fairly standard expression. And then the second expression, as she briefly looks away from the pen, is one of concern for what she's leaving behind. She's literally looking back towards her previous life. After this, though, is when it gets rather interesting, because the next look on her face is actually wants a little bit a bit more angry, because she's remembering what her father just did. She is currently acting on anger, and that is solidifying her resolve to do something that she knows likely is very stupid. And then the next expression is her staring down the contract, not even really reading it, just the expression on her face when she stares it down is actually one of very kind of angry determination, like, this is my only way forward, no one else is offering me a better deal, let's do it. And then, of course, there's a brief thing where she closes her eyes as she actually signs the contract, because in the moment she's realising, this is stupid, why am I doing this, I really should stop, but it's too late now. And then the final expression is one of, I know exactly what I've done, this was a bad move, but in for a penny, in for a pound. She's too far in now, and can't go back. All she can really do now is worry about the consequences of this action. So she already knows that she's being scammed by Ursula, she's fully aware of that, but because of her age and the emotions she's currently feeling after her father's rampage, she is feeling that this is the only option left for her. And while she's fully aware it's a bad move, she's basically doing it almost entirely out of spite when she actually goes through with it, because of anger at what her father just did, and the fact that Ursula's the only one really offering her any other way out. I thought that was quite interesting, because it's a scene that people don't really break down very much, and I thought I'd give it a bit of a go. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and check out my Patreon as well. Speaking of, thank you to James Rossi for supporting me on Patreon.